welcome to the weekend show. I don't know what David told you, but I sincerely apologize for running behind time. I had to go jog. Don't ask me how. Well, David, David is blushing.
Let me forgive you.
This guy likes me. This guy likes me. Like, the way David is going. Were you shining like this when I wasn't here?
Can you imagine?
Okay, so this is the discussion segment, and today we're going to be talking about physical fitness. A lot of people see people who indulge in exercises as people who just want a particular body shape or people who just want to show off. But today we have a gym owner and a gym instructor. We want to find out what are the benefits of physical exercise. And actually, I didn't jog with him. Let me not come and lie you.
Before you reveal your screen,
I didn't jog with him. Okay, so we have a handsome gentleman right here in the studios, and sir, Jose, honor. The floor is open.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning, all. My name is Mr. Joseph Ndubisi. A gym owner and an instructor as well. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, so what can I call you for short?
You
know, we ladies will like
call me Mr. S-Fit.
Okay.
That's
the name of my gym, anyway.
So, Mr. X-Fit, what is physical fitness, or should I say physical exercise? Because a lot of people will tell you, exercise.
It's part of it.
So what is physical exercise?
Physical exercise is what each and every one of us need. It's something that we have to do for our life. Like, let me give you an instance. When you jog, it's a physical exercise. When you play tennis, it's a physical exercise. When you dance, it's an exercise. Swimming?
Really?
Yeah,
But there are some people, I'm just trying to understand the concept of exercise. There are some people we call long john. As per like, long john. So what I'm trying to say is, people like this, will you call it exercise, or they are kind of overdoing it? Now, on what point exercise again, robust stress, or members exercise?
of course.
Okay, that's one thing I want.
So what was that extent? What will you do? And people, it becomes strenuous maybe to your system,
And it's no more
and
healthy.
it's no more healthy.
Okay, let's take for an instance when you trek from here to Onitsha. It's unhealthy.
Really?
Of course, it's no longer exercise.
It's the mighty trek for...
You know, and when you wake up in the morning, you trek from here to Onitsha, and you come back the next day, you do the same thing. It's no longer. It's very unhealthy. It's no longer exercise.
So when we talk about, let me use for example, you're a gym instructor, and you must have seen people who, let's say, stress themselves trying to get packs. Will I put it that way?
That's what
to
the
what
guys...
extent is that particular one, dangerous to the body?
You mean trying to get abs and the abdomen?
The chest, developing the chest.
Even women too, but let's not talk about what that trends.
Okay, the reality is that about exercise and the limit, I mean, 20 minutes a day is enough for an exercise.
20 minutes a day.
But when it comes to athletes, spinsters, they have to go more.
Who do for
professional
reasons, okay.
They have to go more. Like, it depends on the particular exercise you're doing. Like, boxers go very hard. That's the most people that train the abs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like kickboxers, they are the most people because of to guide.
Okay.
To guide. You know, all the strength lies in the abdomen. Even if, just take for an instance, if you want to lift water, you have to lock your abdomen.
Yeah.
You get that? Yeah. Before you can lift. So most people that do more of the abdomen exercise are like kickboxers, boxers, and all those professional exercise that earn from exercise.
Okay.
Okay. And there are some extent. Sometimes you see some people slump while doing exercise. This is just because they were not checked very well, and they have overstressed for the day. Do you understand what I mean? Like in those days, we have Sama Kwaraji, yeah, if I'm correct by the name. He slumped on the field of play,
yeah.
and so many of them, a whole lot of them as well. So in such, the people that go overstress themselves doing exercise is totally wrong. And the extent is like when you have a particular exercise of the day, like 4 hours, 3 hours.
You said something about being checked.
Yes.
So does it mean, because I know a lot of people who feel they cannot afford gym, or who feel like, oh, I need to exercise, let me jog. Now, these people that jog in the morning, do they have any risk? Because most of them do it without an instructor. So is there any risk, me feeling like, okay, I need to keep fit, so every morning I'm on the road jogging. Is there any risk involved?
Yes, of course, there are risks. There are so many risks about training without instructor, without a guardian or a director, whatever you call it. Let's take for an instance, you wake up in the morning and you put on, there are so many kind of footwear they use today in exercise, which is absolutely wrong.
Yeah, some of them are for fashion.
Ignorantly.
Okay.
They are just jogging with it. They actually are getting some parts of exercise or some gain for yourself, but they lost.
Will be more.
You get it? Because, okay, take for an instance, all these joints,
Yeah.
the ligaments, they need a canvas that had a silicone
Okay.
that gives you a soft landing on the floor
Okay.
Okay.
Instead of something thick.
instead of something stiff or thick. So that they give you a soft landing
Okay.
Exercising.
while exercising, while jogging on the street. But if you go out there and look at them, 70 to 80%, if not 90, are putting something wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
In future, you might be lucky because if you
Get
get to
away
state
with
injury
it.
on that is you're just lucky. Not that you did it right.
Okay. So, is there a way an ordinary person maybe who just wants to go out in the morning and exercise himself could identify those kind of wares when he gets to the market without making mistake to get the right ones?
Yes, when you ask, especially when you go to a particular branded sports outlet,
Okay.
not just in a street market.
Because we don't have most of those
Yes.
in street markets.
Yes.
Okay.
When you go to a particular branded like Nike shop, Adidas, you ask for a particular
But
exercise
then,
you're
the
going for.
layman cannot get to Nike
Yeah.
shop,
Or because
Adidas.
they are very costly.
Yeah.
And they don't exist around them.
How would someone in
Who is going to a coca?
or that cannot afford those places? How would the person fill in those gaps?
It's where we need to ask our government to assist. Because
Okay,
it's very
go
important.
ahead and
Honestly,
ask to assist.
it's very, very important. Believe me.
Okay.
To have a sports outlet.
Yes, and you can Google as well.
Okay, buy online.
See what you want to buy, and you can now take a picture of it and go into the market
Okay.
and request for. Do you have this?
So now we're talking about shoes. What about clothes? Now let me not go to the guys. Ladies, sometimes most times when I look at people being instructed like on television and people working with instructors, they have a particular kind of things they wear. But then when I go on the street, I see people wearing big t-shirts, boxers, stuff like that. Now, for a lady, do you think like what you wear to exercise affects your different body parts?
Yes, of course. There are so many outfits that you wear that helps.
Oh, that helps.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some clothes you wear for sports that are meant for that sports. And there are some that will help you burn fat.
Clothes
Yes.
help you burn fats.
Yes.
Wow.
When you are putting on something, especially when you go for those such stores that I mentioned,
Yes.
and you meet a professional, there are some top, very thick, they will give you. So before you walk like a minute, you start sweating.
Okay.
You start sweating heavily.
Okay.
Do you sense anything there?
Yeah, I noticed.
So, but let me now ask: doesn't these things, those artificial things that reduce fats, don't they have any physical challenge or damage that it can cause to your body cells?
I don't understand what you mean by physical.
Let me take, for example, the one you said if
Artificial.
you put on now,
No,
it
because
will burn fats. Doesn't it have any effects?
like the tummy,
Yes.
I think something, there's kind of a belt they wear on the tummy when you're exercising to tuck it in.
Some have side effects. It's not all, but I think where they have something that can affect your life is pills.
Okay.
People take pills for exercise.
Yes,
Wow.
pills. When you go for pills for exercise, like those fat burners,
Okay, yeah, I think.
people, all these lazy type that would like to sit down at home and
Drink
get
tea.
whatever, drink tea.
They'll tell you it's one
Green
day
tea is very,
wash
very
tea.
wonderful.
No, you know there are different kinds of tea now, especially in layman's understanding of tea. They'll tell you this one is tea that does this one is tea. And you're looking at it, it's not really like the normal tea, It's just something they have to mix up.
You have to check in such. You have to check very well. Like make sure it's a natural leaf, herb.
Okay, so once it's natural, it's okay.
I think it's very, very nice.
Okay.
Once it's natural. It's just like when you put up some green tea, you perceive.
Yeah, we have a caller.
the
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where you're calling us from?
All right. Call us back so that we can get.
Yes, and then I want to ask about, before we get down to the real benefits of physical exercise, what's the relationship between physical exercise and what you eat? Because I have a friend who would jog from here to even Abuja and return. Once she returns, she brings all the heavy food. She's like, it's not like I'm trying to regain the fat, I want to regain the strength. What's the relationship between what you eat before exercising, after exercising? Is there any relationship?
Yes, of course. Now, of course. I think the last time I addressed some people about this exercise stuff, I told them that you are what you eat. I think it's on air. It was aired. You are what you eat. Quote me anywhere. You
So
understand?
how do you know the best things to think? Like someone that exercises maybe, like you said, for close to 3 hours and then finally ends it with 2
A
balls
tea.
of apple. And maybe another person that does the same thing and ends it maybe with a tea and then fruits later.
Okay. First of all, I have to start by telling you that it's good for you to eat your food now like drugs.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Then you have allowed me to finish.
Okay.
Than to eat your drugs
Like
food.
yeah, I think it makes
You understand it now? So have I answered the question? You wanted?
Yes.
So it's better for you now to eat your food like drugs now that you have the opportunity, than for you to eat your drugs like food.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so let's look at some of the benefits of physical exercise. Now, I'm not really talking about exercise like the normal jogging without an instructor. I want to go down to your own business as a gym owner. You must have checked some benefits that make you feel like I need to establish a gym in this state. So what are some of the benefits of being part of a gym? Well, I say the benefits of enrolling in a gym, having an instructor when you're exercising and doing, I've noticed like some of the exercise in the gym is kind of more refined than what we do at home, right? So what are the benefits of professional exercise?
Okay, there are a whole lot of benefits.
Yeah, let's hear some of them.
Let me give you an instance. Coming to gym will motivate you.
Okay.
You cannot do it alone. Like you are home, you want to do abdominal or aerobics, we play all the music, dancing and following. You might get there, but you will be more encouraged if you
When
come
you
to
see
gym. When you
people.
see people, you are in the midst of 30 people, especially when you see who is more bigger than you, you have to show that you will not stop before him or, that kind of a thing. That is number one benefit.
Okay.
Two, with an instructor directing you on what to do. And the third one, our equipment.
Gym equipments are not at home.
Yes, not all. You cannot afford to get them at home.
Okay.
These are the three basic things.
So what are the? Okay, sorry. What are the?
You talked about the instructor now. What are the things that the instructor tells you while you're gymming?
That you cannot tell yourself.
That you cannot tell yourself because someone will say, "Is it not this? Can you need the instructor?"
Google.
What's that thing that the instructor will do for you?
Okay, this question you ask is just like what that a doctor can give you when you get to hospital.
Okay.
There are a whole lot of things that an instructor can do. Where there are some instructors that are fantastic. In everything one does. Just like in the field of play, there are people that are exceptional.
Yeah.
You get it. So there are a whole lot instructor can do. When someone maybe when you visit a gym and when they to a particular instructor that will ask you what do you want.
So you're entitled to a particular instructor, not like you work with all of them.
You can work with all of them. You can approach a particular one.
Person.
And telling him or her what you actually want, the reason for coming to the gym.
Okay.
He will not ask you questions. There are some most ladies they ask, guy they ask. So he will direct you on the particular exercise you got to do that will help you tone that. All parts of the body has muscles. So if you choose to tone your triceps, there are particular exercises the instructor will direct you to do. So that this particular place only will be feeling it only.
Okay, but you can't do that on your own.
You might do it, but you cannot get it correct.
Okay, so now we don't have much time. Can you just say in 2 minutes, just tell us the benefits of exercising generally, having an active lifestyle?
Okay, the benefits
and especially for people who also feel that their work doesn't allow them to exercise.
That is where you get it wrong. Totally wrong.
Saying what are the benefits so they can be encouraged to find time?
Okay, the benefits are for you to live longer. For you to live longer and healthy. It's very important you apply to exercise. You do exercise at least minimum of 20 minutes a day. It will help you make you age without looking old.
Oh, okay.
You will be active. There are so many of them that have been in gym and exercise that you cannot imagine, you cannot believe their age when they tell you. So exercise is supposed to be mandatory. Whatever work you are doing, you need exercise. That is why we are open from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. So there is no room for you to excuse yourself out.
That you can't exercise.
Because you need it for the cardio, for the heart, and for the entire whole body.
All right, so as a last word now, please, can you advise people who feel like I've never been to a gym all my life and starting now I'm too old to start?
Exercise doesn't have age. Do you know why our great-grandfathers and our fathers live older than us, live more healthier than us? Because it's like compulsory that when you wake up in the morning, you have to go for farming.
Okay, so you're saying...
Or you take a distance like a 30 minutes walk to fetch water.
Okay, so your last word, in 10 seconds, your last word.
We have to marry exercise.
Marry exercise.
I think I like that word.
Marry exercise. Thank you so much, Mr. X-Fit, for gracing the weekend show this morning. I hope me and David, we can marry exercise soon once we leave the...
Yeah, certainly. I need it.
Yeah, we need it.
Everybody.
So, yeah,
Everybody.
thank you so much.
Anytime.
David, your last word.
Marry exercise, I think, is a powerful one that I'm taking out from here.
All right, so me too, marry exercise, because I'm going to do that. Weekend Show continues with the breakfast news. Don't go anywhere.